and hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I got some more Empires Apart for you, and since somebody has requested some guides overview videos for Empires Apart, here's the first one of those. There we go, about the Mongols. That's right. So, what does the game description say about the Mongols? Aggressive and nomadic civilization, units become more powerful by killing enemies. Buildings can be dismantled and moved. So, well, as with pretty much any other civilization as well, you start with your town center, 3 villages, and a scout, mostly cavalry unit. But you have to keep in mind this scout cavalry is quite weak. He has well, more than double the HP of villages, but he has only 3 attack versus the 5 from the villages, so this is quite not that much. So you should avoid fighting other scouts with it at all costs. But yeah, so that's about the scout. Now the villages, you see here, they can't build anything, and you also cannot garrison inside of the town center. So this is 2 things which makes those villages a lot worse. Actually, nothing can garrison this in this town center, I should say that for completion's sake. But they can only gather resources and not build it. If you want to build stuff, you need the Karautai Targan. It's gonna get 2 of them. So just get 1 in 3 villages. There we go. And then I can talk to you about how you build stuff here. So here you go, got the Kotatagan. And he can build ships and also siege weapons in the war submenu, and in the economy submenu there are all the buildings. So here's the Ger, which is a resource drop-off building. And we got the Nokudgar, which is a stable. So for a simple gar we need 3 villages. Let's put 1 over here. We need 1 Targan. And for the stable or other military buildings we will need 3. And now you saw there are now houses I could build with the gar and with the Targan. And that means that every single building itself will give me some population space. Let's see this in action as soon as I got another one. So at this point you need to really pay attention that you not only go for food, which you usually do in early game, but the Mongols do need quite some wood as well, so they can get those Targanos, get the now the other buildings here. Since you can't just build a house for like 30 wood, you need a Targan for 80, and then you can build a Ger. The Ger supports 5 population, and the stable, which is the Norkut is supporting 7 population, but it needs 3 Targan. But that's the next thing we want to get now. So we will do that real quick. Just gather them over there, get the other sheep. Close to the town center. And as soon as one of those guys enters the building, it just will start building relatively quickly, so it's actually not that taking that long for Mongols to build the stuff. So actually build only 1 light cavalry and go for the basic military development. So with the Mongols, I would most of the time really put my focus on early military, because they are very good as an aggressive civilization. But their defensive capacities, they are really lacking. They have no fortifications, and they also cannot garrison the villages and town centers, so you will always want to be the one applying the pressure to your opponent. and not the one in the defensive, because yeah, the Mongols are just not very good at doing that. Okay, now we're hitting basic military development level 1. We can do something really sneaky, so we got new units available, new buildings, but we don't have any Tarragon around, so what do we do? Okay, we actually have one, but never mind. We'll dismantle this stable and use those guys to build the archery range. In most cases, archery range is what you want to go for, because the kept archers are quite good. They're vulnerable, but in the same time, the kept archers of the Mongols, they are fast and quite dangerous to your opponent, because, well, you can just kill off villagers relatively quickly and unharmed when you micro them accordingly. Of course, you need to stay clear of any town centers, towers, and so on. And even villagers can overwhelm them quite easily when they get too close, so you will really need to keep a close eye on what your military is doing, how your opponent reacts to that. And if you do that, then you should be fine. Right. That's wood, please. Lovely. Another Tarragon, so we can finish the second stable. Archery range. Archery range, actually. We can restart to the 0 point. So this AI is really basic, so there will be no troubles waiting for us, probably. But yeah, I don't have enough gold now, so I'll get another tank to do that. Also, you may have noticed I didn't see, or you didn't see, any farms or anything in the building section. So, I mean, well, there are plenty of natural resources like those berry bushes and boars, which I actually didn't pay attention to at all, and deer as well. But I'll just get you off food. So I got no food to collect at the moment, no forages or anything. But my lumberjacks, they actually gather some food as well. So that's basically what they find in the forest. They just bring that to your base, but it's not that much really. So having natural food resources always is better than relying on your lumberjacks to bring home that food. But it does help out if you're just running out of some resources and then cooking a replacement for that. Okay, there is. Actually, could have just deleted this and put it over there, so it could collect both resources. That's the good thing. The Mongols, they're very mobile with the buildings. So, for example, if I would like to go a little bit more aggressive here, could just pack up all those archer ranges, move a little bit further to the opponent, and then build them up there again, so I could reinforce my front line a little bit quicker. But you have to be careful, the Tarragon are quite vulnerable here. They only have 240 HP, which is even less than the Korchin, which is a very light unit. Okay, there you go, we got production facilities very close to the opponent. Of course, this will make our base even more vulnerable. But as I already mentioned, the Mongols, they really want to be very aggressive. And they really don't care about the defense, because they really don't have a defense to speak of. Now, just for the sake of showing you, I will go to advanced military development, so the military technology stage 2, as soon as I can afford that. Yeah, those should help. Yeah, just need a lot of food for that. Oh, there we go. Because, yeah, I wanted to show you how you get to siege engines. So you don't have a siege workshop here. Looking on the target instead, so I'll just queue up some of those. Oh dear. So opponent is actually okay. Let's see if we can get those guys out again. He has some heavy cavalry already. I think we want to mess with, so we should probably get the upgrade hut here. And a stable as well. Okay. Now let's see, those guys are quite elite. Yeah, that's some Frankish cavalry here. And those guys are pretty tough. Ay, looks like I actually did not die there. And just were hiding a little bit, and now I'm preparing my comeback here. I went into the tall goods, which are my elite heavy cavalry archers. Got some attack upgrades for them. And now it looks like I will have a chance to just play those siege engines after all. And Genghis Khan is getting produced. About the hero units, you can build them once, and once they're dead, well, they stay dead. That's something you should keep in mind. Alright, and here we go. Our mighty army is now ready. This little ore you see. This is for Genghis Khan. He doubles the effect of bloodlust on nearby friendly units, so every time it kills an enemy, it gets +2 attack. And what are those stacks? Here you see each stack of bloodlust gives you +1 damage and +10% attack speed. So this will be to 2 damage and 20% attack speed, which is quite good. And another buff for my units. Lovely. So now it's time to get some revenge. Activate this. Okay, no, that wasn't that effective now. Could have controlled battle a lot better. Shouldn't have lost my hero there as well. But those French knights, they are some serious beasts. Okay, but now I should really have shown you all of the important things about the Mongols, what you do, how to play, and all that stuff. So, back to my outro. So now you saw what you should not do with the Mongols, but all in all, just be aggressive, use the mobility of your buildings, the versatility that you can switch between building types, and always be mindful of natural resources, because you cannot build farms. You will always need to, or should have access to any, well, fresh meat, berries, or whatever. And yeah, being aggressive is the key to playing Mongols successfully. So yep, that should be all the basics covered here about playing Mongols. So I didn't show you any of the hero units. They are for every civilization 2 choices you can do there, and one is more economy based, the other one is more combat based. You usually see the Genghis Khan, which is the combat hero there, because when you're being aggressive, you want to really go for, well, more aggressiveness usually. So this should also conclude this video. I would like to thank you for watching and say goodbye. See you on the next one.